Quite a bit and some media today about the number one tennis, I can't pronounce her name, Iga Swiatek, with her mouth taped, and what was it about and what she was doing. I personally, as a breathwork practitioner, was delighted to see this. The practice of mouth taping it's quite core in a lot of breathing practices, and so many of the amazing benefits, and I'm going to pop some below in the description. So generally, or not generally, I suppose, it began as a mouth taping for helping with snoring and sleep apnea. Now, obviously, if you've gone the road, if you're in sleep apnea mode, I would always suggest obviously consulting or working with your GP or consultant. But it comes back to the premise of, look at the human skull, look at how we were formed, we've made, and we've evolved over the years. Our nose has two openings, our nostrils. They're designed to stay open to breathe. Our mouth has a hinge, your jaw. It can open, it can close. Open it, I'm opening it now, I'm speaking. If we're eating, if we're singing, other stuff in life. But when you can keep your mouth closed, keep it closed. Your nose is designed, it filters the air, it humidifies the air, it acts as a temperature control, making the air the correct temperature before it hits your lungs. Your nose also has this magic, and I would call it a magic molecule, called nitric oxide. And without going too much down the science route, when you breathe, when you're inhaling through your nose, you're getting the nitric oxide in. Is that exciting? Well, it kind of is. The nitric oxide basically will allow the vessels in your body to expand, to dilate more. So as a result, fairly simple, the larger the vessel is, the more freely the blood can flow through. As a result, your heart rate and blood pressure is reduced. It's not going through at the same, if the pressure is reduced, if the vessel naturally is more dilated. Therefore, you're receiving more oxygen, the oxygen uptake, massive big science lesson. But basically, keeping your mouth closed, using your nose to breathe, it's going to reduce the snoring. It can prevent and reduce sleep apnea. You can also learn to increase your CO2 tolerance. For athletes, you will begin to perform better with less energy being used by simply breathing through your nose. These things don't happen overnight. This tennis player, remember, is number one in the world. She's doing this, I have no doubt, with a lot of coaching, a lot of advice. You're not going to close your mouth, tape it closed, and go off and play a football match. Small, gradual, the same as anything new you are going to integrate in your life. Start it slowly. Contact me if you would like advice on how you can integrate this, and that combined with other practices and techniques to down regulate your nervous system in a way that can work for you. Helping calm the system, sometimes upregulating the system is also necessary. But mouth taping in a situation like this, being shown across the world media, is actually, for somebody like me who delivers breathwork, is super exciting.